How's it going, everyone? And as always, welcome back to Continues to Tick. So friends, what's more painful? To try wholeheartedly for something you desire and fail, or to never try at all and never know if it'd work? Choose. One can argue it's not the outcome, but rather the journey, while others would say the opposite, that matters most. No matter how we slice it, life itself, to live itself, is a slow death. Time is not an infinite source to pull from. The outcome we desire doesn't just happen by accident. You are, at this very moment in time, a result of all your life's current decisions. If you like where you are, great. I'm sure you can still do better. I didn't think I could. If you don't like where you are, though, that's your own conscience telling you need to change something. A guarantee in this life, friends, is that we all age. What isn't guaranteed is that we all get old. There's a difference. And the path often of our desires follows closely behind this, a slow trickling death, until one day we realize, wow, I never did it. I really actually didn't do it. And now I can't. Imagine that pain. It exists. You see it around you. We think about it sometimes. Why not me? Why can't I live an even better life? Why not me? You're right. Why not you? You can. But honestly, friends, how many of us are actually living to our full potential? Living what is that life we desire? The one that we at least think about? Are we just waiting and waiting for it to happen somehow? Or just okay with it happening to those we see? Don't get me wrong. I still have the belief that consistency leads to progress, and progress leads to results. But friends, that is only at the start. I'm realizing this over time. It's so important to start this way, at a starting point where that's all we can comprehend, and really should only comprehend, at least until we can really see further ahead, at least until the consistent work becomes so easy after you've already began to see some results of your labor, some growth. It will eventually become a part of your identity, a piece of you that you no longer have to fight, and a piece of you you no longer expect, but become. An example of this is my YouTube channel, weekly uploads. Another example is my workout schedule. I don't deviate. It is non-negotiable. I no longer ask myself if I can do these things. I do them. Not no questions asked, but not even a question thought of. The YouTube videos every week, without fail, no exceptions, no matter where I'm at. The latter every single day, no exceptions, without fail. But you see, friends, time will tell us all if we were intentional with our plan and actions. We can do these things, all the same. I can do these things consistently for decades. I can upload a video every week. I can work out every single day. I can work at the same job for 20 years and still see no results. But over time, once the consistent part becomes who you are, it's at that moment to not become stagnant once again. Push yourself forward. Propel yourself to a new level. Live comfortably uncomfortable. And create and then recreate over and over again that intention. The habit, that will become easier. That's why it's important to start this way through consistency. But the work should never stay there. Because the second that work is easy once again, and you choose to stay there and get comfortable, the intention fades, and so does your progress, and so does your outcome. I'd rather live a life with no ceiling. At least you can always see the sky. Look around you, you'll see them. The people constantly working without traction, no clarity, no intention, limited purpose, gaining no results, working towards no outcome. You may even know that person. You may even be that person. I was that person, and that's okay. I later realized how damaging it was for me to just be this way. How damaging it was for those I loved around me, watching me, hearing me, comprehending that despite even all that work that person puts in, they still don't have the results they want. So why should they try? What I'm trying to say by this, friends, is that results matter. High levels of personal development matter. Becoming that person you're most proud of, setting that high standard for the person not only you want to be, but others would like to be, is what matters. You will never surpass the level of success that your level of personal development doesn't match up with. Comfort is a slow killer to our life's desires. It leads to levels of stagnation we try not to see, then cannot see. And before you know it, you live in this state of comfort for too long and look back at where you've come from, and to only realize you haven't moved at all in years. Personally, you may have felt like you were moving, but really, that was just the world moving around you, passing you by. Still the same person this whole time, doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, expecting a different result. Honestly, friends, I believe we all are special people. We all have a purpose we need to identify. We all can be helpful to others. The most incredible part is we all have a story. We all do. And I believe at our full potential, we all have the ability to put in the work that demands success and then be successful. But you really have to demand it. You can get a quick burst of success, but it will be short-lived if you weren't in the state to hold on to it, prepared. The way I see it, I'd rather be fully prepared and not obtain my level of success until life sees no choice but to give me something that is mine, representative of the habits I hold and the work I've done and continually do for it. I never want my success to be an accident, and neither should you. Life doesn't just hand you what you want without the work, neither should it. As you can see, I have a financial portfolio, a dividend portfolio, to be specific. I've been transparent with it on here, so I know we like finances, but as it relates to that, don't expect yourself to be a millionaire if your habits aren't aligned with someone who is worthy of $1 million. Do the work and the rest will follow. Become the work, and over time, you'll find the clarity required for the outcome that you desire, and the rest will follow. You are the captain to your life's sail. Why would you want it any other way? Create those positive habits. Otherwise, if you do the same thing you've always done, you'll continually be in the same place you always have, and you'll never obtain the outcome and results you expect. We all want, friends. We all want. But how badly do you really want it? An option is always to just stay right here. So friends, as with everything there is change and evolution. Here's a snapshot picture of me at age 16 on the left and age 26 on the right. I just had a recent birthday, turning 27, but that is time. Check out the video if you haven't. I really enjoyed making it, and I loved how it turned out. So if you haven't yet, give it a view. And so friends, apart from personal development, I really do like finances. That is why I also track my dividend portfolio. Finances is just another one of the areas I always want to continually grow in. I'm going to try and not stop this segment, as I imagine people find value in it. At least I hope so. I know when I first started my dividend portfolio, or I guess right before I started, I would look at others' portfolios as a way of guidance, and it was very helpful. But just know moving forward, after really putting thought into it, I'm not going to be acknowledging so much my dividend portfolio on my video thumbnails or titles anymore. I will certainly still continue my milestone videos, but those will strictly be dividend topic heavy. I just came to realize this would make my videos more accurate to the viewers, and motivation and personal development videos, that's my true love. With this said, I'll still keep a tally of my portfolio on the bottom corner of my thumbnails. That won't change. And at the very end of each video, I'll still continue the weekly update so you can see progress unfold, I guess in real time. And with this said, here we are now, after another rough week, sitting currently at $59,757.71. And I guess the markets continue to bleed. Zooming in closer, you can see this is still with the total return. We still happen to be in the green here, with a return of 12.61%, which equates to a total market gain of $3,530.88. And of this, because we're still in the green, market gain is at $1,572.69. And of earned dividends, we're about $50 short of the all-time earned dividends mark of almost $2,000. So that's pretty neat. And I must say, friends, my portfolio has actually held up fairly well, considering how the markets, and I guess ultimately how this whole entire last year, the last 365 days have gone. It hasn't been pretty. And according to my all-time chart, if I went back 1 year, you can see I'm at a total loss of 4.91%, which equates to a total numeric loss of $2,420.28. And as you can see from earned dividends, this is ultimately why I'm a dividend investor, just to combat those market losses in a down market. So no matter what the markets are doing, I'm getting technically passive income, but in a down market at a time when you're not really getting stock appreciation, you're at least still getting a return. And just for a little sneak peek, as we got into a little bit of a ramble here, over the last week, we were down 2.98%, which equated to a total portfolio loss of $1,823.86. And now heading into the dividend activity section, I know last week I did upload a picture everyday project, so I didn't really show you the transparency of how my portfolio did last week, but rest assured nothing happened at all. But we did have our deposit. That's like a formality at this point. As you can see, that happened on August 26th. We deposited our $500, and then that funneled back into the portfolio with really not even a snowball action. But here we are on September 1st. This is actually last week. The other one was the week before. But for last week, starting on September 1st, we got paid by Aflac, $9.68. And then we got paid by American Water Works, $2.99. We also got paid by J.M. Smucker Co., $9.26. And we got paid by Southwest Gas Holdings, $6.18. And also getting paid by Visa, $1.85. And then here we are on September 2nd, once again with our deposit, our systematic deposit, $500. And also on the same day, we had the funnel with an additional amount coming from a snowball of $28.84. And just to wrap up this week's video, I hope you guys are doing well, friends. I feel like it's been a little while since I've made one of these videos in particular. So here we are, once again, and it feels good. I really enjoy making these videos. I really enjoy connecting with you guys. And I really hope that over time you can find value in these videos I do create. The funny thing is, I actually use them for myself as motivation. I catch myself watching them from time to time. But anyways, friends, enough with the ramble. We've made it through 7 days. And because of that, as always, we have a high chance of making it through another 7. And I'll always be here. I will always be here. And I'll see you then. Take care.